Hello, Internet. It is I, the Malik Aaron, and welcome back to Box Office Predictions. Today, we're going to be talking about My Hero Academia World's Heroes Mission. And before we get into anything else, I just want to make this clear. I don't know shit about My Hero Academia. The only thing I really know about it is the fact that one of the characters looks a whole lot like Prince Zuko from The Last Airbender. That's all I know. That's all my knowledge. And also, I'm not a big anime guy. I'm like the least qualified person to talk about anime. The most I know about anime is like the mainstream ones, and whenever people made like jokes like a couple years ago calling like the most non-anime things anime, like say Shrek or King of the Hill or stuff like that, or Arthur. All right, so I just want to make that clear. So please don't be too harsh on me, please. Okay, but anywho, as usual, we're going to be going over the pros and cons. So let's get to it. Pros. Now, I may not know a whole lot about My Hero Academia, but what I do know, besides one of the characters looking like Prince Zuko, what I do know is that this show is extremely popular. The whole property is extremely popular. It's definitely one of the top animes going right now. I mean, all the animes I do know. I mean, I know quite a few. There's Dragon Ball, obviously. One Piece, Death Note, Cowboy Bebop, Ghost in the Shell, Speed Racer, Sonic X. Oh god, Yu-Gi-Oh, Pokemon, that counts. Demon Slayer, that came out this year. Uh, darn, and then a whole bunch of other like Studio Ghibli movies. We can go all day. But yeah, I know of all like the mainstream anime movies or like anime properties, and My Hero Academia is definitely up there when it comes to popularity. Like when I'm like in college, like I see people wear My Hero Academia merch, wear it like all the time. Like it's a very common thing to, see. So, yeah, My Hero Academia, big property in Japan, big property in the West. Yeah. So, obviously, brand name recognition will help this movie tremendously. So, I consider that a pro. The property is very popular. So, that's pro number one. Pro number two, anime in general has become very popular here, especially in the West, especially these past few years. And we've seen that with a lot of these anime movies. And I'm not talking about live action anime movies. That's a whole nother discussion. We're talking like traditional anime movies. No live action shenanigans, no Americanization shenanigans. We're talking about, legit anime. Okay. In these past few years, some of these movies have really shined at the box office. I mean, Dragon Ball Super Broly. Hold on, I think I can. Yeah, I don't think it's gonna help. I guess anime. There we go. I mean, going back to why the hell is in the Spider Verse? That's not an anime. I mean, I know there was like a Japanese Spider Man that movie. That doesn't mean it's an anime. Like, what is this site on about? But Dragon Ball Super Broly came out like 2 years ago, and it did extremely well. Like, it opened with like $9 million. It made 30 million total, which doesn't sound like a lot, but for anime, that's spectacular. And what was even more spectacular is what happened this year with the Demon Slayer movie. That destroyed any and all expectations in the West by opening to over 20 million at a time where a bunch of theaters weren't operating and the whole marketplace was beyond crippled. Still open with over 20 million which was the most out of any anime movie except the first Pokemon movie back in 1999, and that was when Pokemon was at the height of its popularity, and it made like over 40 million, which is still one of the better results of the entire year, which is crazy. It's absolutely bonkers. And I think, yeah, yeah, I do remember there was another My Hero Academia movie. It came out like in it was 2020. It was right before, literally weeks before everything went to absolute hell. I'm about to look it up right now on the screen. It was this one, Rising. Yeah, it came out last year. Had an overall solid opening of like $5 million, which again for anime is pretty good. Opened like 2 million on 2.5 million on a Wednesday, which is quite good. And only opened like over 1,000 theaters. Like these anime movies, they don't open super wide, so that's pretty good. So yeah, because it's anime, I'm gonna consider it a pro because it's anime. Any other pros? Well, I guess the reviews are fine. I mean, they're not great, but they're not terrible. They're merely just okay. So I guess we consider that a relative pro. Uh, I think that's it with the pros. Okay, cons. I already mentioned this once, a couple times. I'll say it again. Halloween weekend, terrible time to release a movie. One of the worst weekends of the entire year, and it's especially bad when Halloween falls on a weekend like this year. And My Hero Academia, well, it's already going to be front loaded to begin with because it's anime. Like fans are going to watch it as soon as possible, and then after that, it's just going to fizzle out. That's really what happens with every anime movie that's ever existed. At least, the ones that are based off established properties. And uh yeah, I don't see this being any different. And yeah, I mean, again, I already mentioned like the overwhelming amount of movies coming out anyway, plus all the movies that are, you know, that have been out for weeks, plus Eternals next weekend. Just a recipe of bad things. So yeah, I would consider that a con. Just the whole scheduling of this movie and where it's opening, when it's opening, what's going up against, all that is a con. And I already mentioned how this is likely going to be front loaded anyway. So again, another con. Uh, I think that's it. I can't really think of anything that's gonna kill the movie. So yeah. So opening weekend, this is impossible because anime is extremely unpredictable. I'm pretty sure nobody predicted Demon Slayer will open above $20 million. Nobody thought that was possible, and it did it. So who the hell knows? I think to be safe, I think it'll open all around the same level as the last My Hero Academia movie, which was Rising. That opened with like $5 million over the 3-day weekend. I think this could do the same, maybe more, but I think it'll open with like $5 million. Again, because anime is just such a, it feels like it's has a strong presence, has a very strong following. Obviously, have you been online? Have you have you been outside in like public areas? If you do that, you're likely gonna see an anime shirt. Although on the internet, okay, maybe not the internet because it can get kind of bad, real bad when you talk about anime online. But yeah, I think it'll open with like 5 million. It'll probably make 10 million total, and then that'll be it. So yeah, that was My Hero Academia. One more movie to talk about, thank God. The French Dispatch. And then that's it for October. And then on to November. Woo. So yeah. Anywho, yeah, that's it. That's all. Make sure to subscribe, like this video, leave a comment, turn on notifications, share the whole drill. Want to check out more videos like this? Got playlists on the homepage of all previous, prediction videos I made for all the 2021 movies. You want to look at my thoughts on Demon Slayer, which, funny enough, that's actually one of the more popular prediction videos I've ever made. I didn't even think that was gonna happen, but it happened. So you want to watch my prediction video on that? You can go right ahead. There's also box off the canceled series where I go over all the movies that were supposed to come out but didn't. Want to check that out? All 85 episodes. That way you're up to date on everything. Go right ahead. There's also box office recaps where I go over the box office results for any particular month. October recap will come out in November, right before the Eternals. And yeah, that's it. That's all. I'm out. Goodbye.